What's up, everybody? Wilds here, and today is Sunday, July 31st, 2022. And recently, well, last Friday, I just bought a new toy. It's a boat, of course. Still have my Ranger, so I have two boats out in the garage. And what I'm going to do is a comparison deal with the Ranger and the new boat, which is aluminum. The Ranger, of course, is fiberglass. This is 06 Z20, so she's a 16-year-old boat. Now I got a 22 aluminum boat, and it's a 20-footer. It's got a 200 horse on it. And I'm sure you know what it might be, but we're gonna go out to the garage and talk about why I'm going from the Ranger fiberglass to this new aluminum boat. And I've already took it out on the water. I broke the motor in, gave her some heck, and I tell you what, it changed my thoughts on how I felt about the new aluminum boat. So let's go out to the garage and check it out. So I'll just talk about why I went from the Ranger to the aluminum boat and what I'm doing to the aluminum boat. I won't be showing you the compartments because there's a lot of videos out there for that. I will be just telling you guys how I will be rigging my new aluminum boat. And I'm working on it right now. I'm rigging it up. It's a little mess. After I'm done with this video, I have to mount the transducers on it. Fun. Break-in period for 2 hours. The first 2 hours was boring. So let's go out to the garage and check these bad girls out. Here we go, guys. I got a 2006 Ranger Z20. My name is Evelyn. I really love this boat. I was having buyer's remorse until I drove the new boat. Everything about this boat's been good. I wish it had that center rod locker. That was the only thing I disliked about this boat. And then in the back here, the maintenance area where all the batteries are, I had the power poles, pumps back there. I had the main battery there. It was just a tight fit back there. The new boat is more open. So what I took off the new boat was the Minn Kota Ultrix over here. It's an 80 thrust. It's a 24 volt. So I got two new batteries I took out of the new boat, put it back there. I got HDS 12 carbon on it, HDS 16 carbon on it. It's got the 0.1 and all that stuff is all I got. I took my power poles off it. I got a 2011 Evinrude E-Tech 225 HO. Never once I had a problem with that motor. It's been great. I never had to service it to a dealership. Most of the work I'd done on it by myself. You know, maintain it, preventative maintenance. She's always been running. A lot of people are scared of these Evinrudes, but you know what? Dad always said, if it's not broken, don't fix it. If it's still riding good, keep it. And this motor, I've been an Evinrude guy. I just love that motor. It's two-stroke, she's got some power, but the new boat's got a four-stroke V8 in it. I'm not a big Mercury guy, I'm an Evinrude guy. I am just hardcore Evinrude. I wish Evinrude didn't go out of business. But this is my 06. Really love this boat. I try to keep her maintained. She's got her battle wounds. She's got some gel coat scratches underneath the hull. I mean, other than that, I take care of her as much as I could. I replaced some of the locker lids because in time they start deteriorating and they get spongy because of the foam filled between the fiberglass. I got a few back here that are doing that. This boat is for sale if anybody's interested. I'm letting it go for $23,000. I think that's a fair price. She's still a good boat. She's solid. If anybody's interested, look me up, comment below. So here's the thing. Check it out to the right. Got my brand new boat. It's a 2022 Vexus AVX 2080 right there. Bought it from Intune Marine. These guys did a good job working with me. And when I brought her home last Friday, took her out on the lake and spent 2 hours of my boring life breaking it in. After that 2 hours, I gave her a wide open throttle to see how she felt. It really changed my thoughts going from fiberglass to aluminum. She felt like fiberglass to me. At higher speeds, I did feel a little wobble in it because I'm not used to this boat. I had the bow way up. I had the motor trimmed too much and the bow was way up, and I got some speed on it. I didn't have graphs on it. I was probably doing, 63, 64, and she started wobbling on me. My Ranger, she's a Cadillac. As you can see here, the trimming on this stuff, on the Rangers, just Rangers in general. I mean, all the trim work, everything is detailed. This is a Cadillac. This bad girl right here, Avi, that's her name. I mean, she's a simple platform, pretty easy. I mean, it's got some fiberglass infused panels and all that. Inside the lids here, the compartments have fiberglass in it. Good boat. Me and my brother did some measuring, each corner or side to side. The platform is great on this. It's not much different than my Ranger. My Ranger is a little bit wider in the front at the nose. The back is about the equivalent. It was a tough decision to make. I'm really picky, and I went to this boat. It's just phenomenal. I love this boat now. I kind of want to keep the Ranger just for a backup. I don't know, just for my leisure time, and use this one for tournaments. So I took the Lawrence Ghost right here out of the Ranger that I bought a year and a half ago. I love the Lawrence Ghost. I'm not a Minn Kota guy. Just everything is smooth on my Lawrence Ghost. I'm a Lawrence guy. Everything is all interfaced to that. I will be putting 2 12 lives at the ball here. I got myself an HDS-16 live. That will be mounted on the console here. That will be all on Bass Boat Technology brackets. Same for the bow. The live well and everything's all good. I don't want to go through all the compartments. Basically what I want to talk about, how I'm rigging it. So I'll have the 16 here, the 2 12s. I will have them all linked into a 0.1. So now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to install the 0.1. So my idea is mounting the puck right over here in this back over here, and then run down here and try to tap into this side. I did notice with rigging the wires and running them through here, it's gonna seem, I was up under here checking. I got my ionic batteries in here with the charger down there. I got the Real Pro that came with the boat for my AGM battery for my starting battery, and my power poles and my bilge and all the other little stuff in the lights. This 125 ionic battery will be just mainly for for my electronics, 0.1, stuff like that. And then I have a 36 volt, 1 big battery for my Ghost trolling motor, 2 bank ionic battery charger, and then the regular charger for the AGM. So when I was looking through here, trying to figure out, I'm gonna mount my 3-in-1 straight down in the middle, up under the step, and then my 2D will come off to the side over here, get it nice and level. Run the wires up the side here. I got to drill into the aluminum, which I'll be using like these little clips when picked up stainless. You believe that? These little things right here, about 20 bucks a screws. Self-tappers. I can't believe that. Stainless steel screws are expensive. And then some silicone to put in the holes. I'm going to run the transducer cords up in here, and I will try to get into this tube and then run everything through here, which is going to be a pain in the butt. I got myself a little fishing line here to fish the wires through. This stuff I just went down to my nearest hardware store and got. That is basically like clothesline hanger or dog leash or whatever. So I'll just try to get it in that tube and try to run it all through here. I'll be taking all that stuff out. You know what it is? I think I enjoy rigging boats more than I like fishing because I can't catch fish. But when you get me a boat and I'll rig it, and I do such a great job at it. And I just have a passion for rigging boats up. Not motors, because I don't mess with the motors much. That's for mechanics. But I'll be running all that stuff through there. 0.1 here. I got my power poles are over there. I have to get these, I'm gonna get these 2-in-2 brackets, mount them to the Slide Master jack plate. I believe this is a 6-inch jack plate here. So I'll be running the power poles here, and there'll be blue power poles, so I think it'll be a good color scheme. I got my little ladder down there. But other than that, that's how I'll be rigging the boat. I really like the center coin box. And I wish my Ranger had that. There's a lot of little things I don't like about the Ranger. I mean, the back compartments over there, if you look, over here are just a lot smaller to get in here. I mean, I got 2 31 series down here, 24 volt setup for the trolling motor. It's tight. I did at one time for the Ghost, before I bought the ionic lithiums, I did have 2 three 24 series batteries I just bought from Walmart. Those Walmart batteries, Everlast. Walmart battery with Everlast turn off switch and stuff like that. Billages and all that stuff are down there. 3-bank charger from Ranger. I mean, it's just tight. It's just a tight area to work because I had the power pole pump straight down from here. Left the brackets on there for whoever else wants to put power poles down there. I mean, everything is good. I mean, it's a great platform, but when I get to this thing, I step in here. I mean, I just love this frickin', I mean, sorry I wasn't trying to talk about it. I'm just telling you why I went to this boat. It's just, I love all that storage in there in the center. I was going to have all my rods sitting there, but I have a lot of tackle, and it's filled this whole thing up with tackle and whatnot. And still I'm gonna have tackle that I haven't even opened up. They'll be filled in the back compartments. And I put all my rods, I switched over to the G Loomis NRXs, so I have to be careful when I put them in there. I don't want to break those rods, but everything just laid out pretty good. I kind of wanted to go with the EVA foam setup because I'm trying to steer away from the carpet. I think in a couple years, I will probably rip the carpet out and put EVA foam. I'll do it myself, do a pretty good job. If you come over here, what I mean about EVA, look, I did this stuff in here in the center if you want to look in here. This is that EVA teak stuff. Basically C-deck stuff material. It's good, it's dirty right now. I got to clean the boat because I don't want to sell it, but I think I got to let her go because I can't have two boat payments. I mean, I could do it, I just don't want to work my butt off. So look at both boats here. Check out both boats here. Can you get both boats in? My brother's doing the camera work here. He's learning. So what do you think? Should I keep the Ranger 2 or just get rid of it? One of you guys want to buy it if you're interested? What do you think? Got the 200 4-stroke V8. Man, I'm going to put a video on that when I first started it up. That thing just, I love the sound of it. It's pretty cool. If I had that motor, I like that E-Tech though too, but if I had that motor on this boat, I probably wouldn't have bought the new boat. I was going to put a new V8, Mercury V8 on there, a 225 horse on my Ranger because I really like my Ranger and I hate to see her go if someone buys it. I got a few people interested in it right now. As you can see, both boats are taking up my 3-stall garage. And I asked my old lady, Brenda, I said, which one do you like better? You know what she says to me? She didn't like this Vexus. She likes my Ranger. It's prettier, she said. And I said, well, I'm not looking at pretty. I'm looking at the fishability too. This thing, hole shot, will blow my Ranger out of the water at hole shot. And the speeds are pretty comparable. This thing rides like a Cadillac. She's smooth down the water, the Ranger. This is pretty smooth too, but at a certain speed, it starts to wobble on me a little bit. I just got to figure out that sweet spot when I'm running high speed, which most of the time I don't run high speed. But other than that, I'm going to get this bad girl rigged up, get her going as best I can, and get all these wires through. And if you have any questions, comment below. Give me your opinions about what you think about the Vexus. I mean, I give a shout out again to you, Intune Marine. You guys, they're awesome. If you guys are looking for a Vexus and you're around Minnesota area, give those guys a shout out. They're just great people to talk to. I just drive up there and go talk to them just because. I just like working with those guys and they're good. So check them out, Intune Marine. And I'm going to get another shout out. I was actually trying to talk to a guy on YouTube about Vexus. I actually wanted to go for a ride with him in his Vexus. His name is Sam Sobey. So now Sam Sobey didn't respond to me, so I went and bought the Vexus anyways. Sam Sobey, I'm calling you out. We're gonna do a tournament against each other. Just you and I, mano-y-mano, Vexus against Vexus. And mine's only 1 foot longer. Peace!